Hey everybody, had a phenomenal find yesterday and finally getting the video put out. I know a lot of people has been looking forward to seeing this one. Made out of some kind of strange material. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is. But it came out as a wall hanger. Got to get good video of that thing coming out and can't wait to show you. Before we get into watching the video of my finds, I wanted to show you this particular point here. I have another digging buddy that goes with me sometimes that you don't ever see on camera. This buddy here is a little bit prettier than Joy is. But took them out digging, and I believe it was the second time they ever went. Pulled this one out. And this is another case of where the camera, this thing is monstrous. As you can see, I got a pretty wide hand, and it takes up all four of my fingers and still hanging off the edge. And I believe, now I'm not no point type expert, but I believe what I have here is a Savannah River, which is from the mid-Archaic to the woodland time period. And I kind of want to lean more towards that mid-Archaic level due to where I'm digging them out from. But if it's mid-Archaic, like I believe it is, that's going to put it to be around 5,000 years old. It could go up to 2,000 years old. But Savannah River is one of the point types that here where I live is one of the most prominent things that I find. And I'm happy with that. They're a beautiful point. And this particular one is just super nice because, as best I can tell, this is probably first stage. May have been resharpened one time, but for the most part this is a whole arrowhead. When I say that, I mean hasn't been resharpened. And that's one thing people don't understand about arrowheads. Look at this one here. I also believe that this too is a Savannah River point, and it's been resharpened several times if I'm right. Now you look at the two of these put together, you can see how in its original state it would look like this, but then as it's resharpened it starts to take kind of a different shape to it. So it's very rare that I get my hands on a first stage arrowhead. So this was just a super find, and it was a joy to watch it come out of the dirt. Another note about this one over here, this is the first arrowhead I ever dug up. This is the one that got it started for me here. I had found a broken arrowhead, and I had seen Ronnie Carroll and some of the others on Facebook back when we were just getting started assembling together as hobbyists on Facebook. I'd seen them talk about digging, and I had tried it a little bit, you know, dug a little here and there and just piddling and never did find nothing. But I had found a real pretty red chert arrowhead that was broke. I really wanted to find the tip of it, so I was digging around where it was at trying to find it, and out came this beauty. And I've been digging ever since. But enough about it. This is that point, I believe, in first stage or maybe second stage. Very little resharpening, if any, done on it, and you can see the difference in how they look. Let's get on to watching some dig now. It's nice and cool this afternoon, and my son had to go off to his mama's house at the last minute, so I decided it's time to go digging finally. It's been a while, and right now I'm just looking through my throw pile. There's been a lot of rain here, but I'm not really too interested in playing around. when we get straight to business. Let's find some pointy rocks. I think Joy's having hallucinations over there. He keeps saying he's found something, and there's a piece of flint. May have to get him set up for a drug test. Still working on getting this hole dug out. not far from it. But while I'm working on it, I want to play my part and do what some of the others on YouTube has done. And I want to speak out against littering. Littering is not cool. Ain't no sense in it. And I don't think anybody from our hobby needs to be participating in it. We have a hard enough time getting land to hunt on, and litter bugs can give us a bad name. And don't take but one to ruin it for everybody. So let's be better than that, and let's not litter. Well, looks like Joey's gonna have to find him a new place to dig. I ain't never seen so many ants in my life. Joey, I think this whole little hilltop, it looks like one big ant bed.
I was into something right there too.
This is right where Joey found them 3 airheads the other day. Lord, they're getting all over me. Just found this cute little base down in there. That little thing is super thin. It's a shame it's broke. I'm still digging in that same spot where I've been, you know, last 2 or 3 videos. And whoever was living in this spot right here sure did like fancy stuff. I just wish I could find a whole airhead off of him. Oh, folks, I ain't been this excited in a long, long time. I got a wall hanger. Look at that right there. Look at that. Man, please don't be broke. Please don't be broke. Oh, Joy's getting bigger.
Here, take this and drink.
I'm good. No. Man, it's an abbey. I think it's an abbey. And it looks whole. Man, this is going to be the best airhead ever found right here. Oh, look at that. Ah, Joy.
That's chert too, man.
That may be, yeah, it is chert.
And look at them notches, man. Look at that serrated edge.
That's either chert or Chalcedony. I've never found one made out of Chalcedony before. I think that's how you say it.
Billy's gonna go missing.
Oh, man.
I'll be going to the artifact show without him.
Man, I ain't found one that good in a long time.
Awesome.
I just got through saying the fellow that lived here, he loved fancy materials, and he left me a good one.
Awesome.
Man, I'm stoked about that. I'm ready to go home now. I'm done. Oh boy, we headed out of here. It's done got dark. But I tell you, you never know. I had no idea when I left the house this afternoon that I was gonna have one of the best finds I ever had. And the more time goes by and the more I think about it, the more it sets in on me. I don't know what that material is. Somebody on Facebook is already saying it might be coral, and I was kind of thinking that myself. Joey, on the other hand, I think he's had the worst day he's ever had digging. What happens is, when you go digging in the afternoon, you got just enough time to dig your hole out and then look for a few airheads and then cover it back up. Well, if you dig your hole out and then have to cover it up and dig a new one, you ain't got time to hunt no airheads. And that's what happened with Joey with them ants. He had to kind of try to keep going in them ants. And if he was going to have time to have a chance to find nothing, and he got eat up. But that's what's interesting. You never know what your afternoon's going to turn out to be like when you go hunting for airheads. Well, there it is. I'm still just ecstatic about this find. I really wish I could get the colors to show up on this video better, but it is what it is. Still curious as to what this material could be. Somebody said it might be quartz. I mean, not quartz, coral. Somebody, I was kind of thinking chalcedony, however you pronounce that. And somebody said novacate. I don't think there is any of that around here unless it was traded in. But I don't know. It's real cool. Tell me in the comments what's this material. And thought I had never found material like it before, but I don't know. I don't think this is quite the same thing as that. It's similar, but I think this is a different material. But I'll tell you a neat thing. I got to thinking about this point, the point type it is. When I was digging it out, I was screaming Abby. And it does have the 4-way bevels on it. I'm not sure if that's Abby or a form of Kirk. But I got to thinking about it. It's very rare that I find material that's not Tallahassee quartzite. But every time I find an arrowhead with this shape, seems like it's made out of some kind of extraordinary material. I think this is Fort Payne chert. It's kind of green. Doesn't really show up good on the video. It's kind of green here with like a khaki color up here. And I got to thinking about it further. I've got this point, that same basic shape, got the 4-way bevels. It's kind of a pink color. It's got a little bit missing right there, but that's another one of that shape. And Joey has got one of that shape that he found that was kind of red with a white bullseye on it. So it's kind of got me wondering why this particular point type seems to always be made of extraordinary material that I'm finding down here. Maybe coincidence. I don't know. But I sure am mighty excited over this find. It's just killing me not knowing what material it is. Take it to that Dothan Artifact show though. And man, I'm looking at this thing closer. Look at that sparkle down in that little hole right there. See if I can get it to zoom in. Of course not. And then it's got a vein right there. I may have found the golden arrowhead. There's several of them little sparkly veins in there. Little section there. Oh well. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all next time.